Now, what we want to talk about today is the SpeedSmoke, and I just love this machine. Y'all sent me one of these, and we tried it out. And tell the folks what all this does.
Oh my God, this is one of the best tools we've ever come up with. It's a dual machine, so it's a dual leak detector. When I say dual, it's half the machine is evap, low, fixed pressure, half a pound of pressure. And the other side is variable pressure for turbo leak detecting, for intakes. You know, with all those turbo cars out there now, you have to have the high pressure to find those leaks.
So basically, you've taken like the best of Total Tech, which everybody has just a regular smoke machine,
right.
And now you've taken the other part from the dual-purpose machine that has the boosted, the turbo systems, and it's because so many of the gasoline engines now have turbos on them.
Yeah.
And I mean, Ford's had the EcoBoost, and now Chevy's putting it on, and so this will actually do both systems.
Yeah.
And how easy is it to switch from one to the other?
Oh, it's easy as flipping a switch and turning a button on. You flip the switch this direction for turbo, flip it to the other direction for evap testing. I mean, it's so simple to use.
And you just press the button and the smoke comes out.
Yep.
Now, the really great things that I like about this is a self-contained unit, meaning it has a built-in compressor.
Yeah, you just have to hook it to 12-volt battery, and it has its own onboard compressor, so it's very quiet to use, and it quickly hooks up and finds those leaks.
So with 12 volts, this is a great system for a shop that needs to move one around, or for mobile techs, because all they do is hook this up, and like you said, this is a quiet compressor.
Yeah.
The other thing that I really like about this is we just have one hose.
Yeah, one single hose for both evap and turbo testing.
And so what you've done is you've created an adapter here, because on turbo boosted systems, you have to have a little bit better connection.
Yeah, you have to have, you need to hold, you're simulating boost conditions, right?
Without the vehicle running.
Right, so it's perfectly safe for the vehicle and perfectly safe for whoever's testing, right? But you have to realize those pressures or you're not going to get good diagnostics, because you need that extra pressure, because you have to expand the rubber and the plastic on those systems to sometimes realize that crack in the plastic of the rubber.
And so you just have a little adapter that goes on here for the emission systems.
Right.
And it just plugs into the Easy Connect or into the regular port.
Yep.
And then the other thing, like you said, is because you can pressurize the systems and test the hoses and the connections, this is actually a great tool to use as a maintenance item. The customer comes in for an oil change, and you quickly hook this up, and you can test, because like on a lot of the diesel pickups, they'll have the turbo hoses will, after age, they just pop loose.
Yep. So you hook it up right up to the airbox, and you're checking the integrity of the whole system in one quick test.
So that's like a preventive maintenance test that you can offer to your customers that nobody else offers.
Right. I mean, it's a tool to, you may visually see a leak. If you don't have the tool, you may get lucky and find that leak, but you're not testing the integrity of the whole system.
And the great thing on this one is that it comes with a wider range, basically everything you need to do emissions and turbo system.
Right. It has the pieces in it and the accessory kit to quickly hook up and use successfully.
And so you have two of them right there in your hand.
Yep. Easy intake for the low pressure.
And that one's a pass-through device.
Yeah, and inflates to fit to make that perfect seal. And then you have the more resilient for turbo testing. You have the power intake adapter. So you
got the hose right there. Show them how that one hooks in.
So quickly hook up and use. Just quick, but you need a more robust connection for high pressure. So realize that. Hold back that pressure.